Hello, everybody. Anyone. Polaris Media Police Crime Report. I am Christopher Wood. I am a 6-year revenge retaliation victim, slave traffic, torture, mutilation, kidnap, sex assault, false arrest, arrest refusal, extortion, medically blacklisted, lung and kidney damage, very serious brain injury, serious skull deforming, forced full physical identity theft has done to me with 100% proof, forcible confinement, death threats, beating threats. I am getting a lot of piss and shit torture going through my head and my face. I am completely and totally numb. No medical rights, no legal rights, no human rights. o.p.p. Spencer Mills 14716, Robert Kane 7224. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Christine Schultz, Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Hafner, ex-chief or commander, had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street in Napanee, Ontario in 2019. That's when my identity changes and everything began on me. The file falsification for treatment refusals, discrimination, and medical blacklisting that has happened to me. I'm going to try to stay on here as long as I possibly can, but once again, every time I try to go live, my phone burns right up and the battery gets sucked right down on it. I have what is called Pegasus being used on my phone, which is police spyware software. It's blocking out a lot of stuff, shadow banning, and also broadcasting in the background on my phone and computer as well. I live near Deserano, Ontario. I am a 6-year revenge retaliation victim, and I am also the end of my bloodline, and fully physically changed has been done to me while being forcibly confined. And, well, not just that, but mostly over the last few days, especially because I've been getting a lot of piss and shit torture going through my head to the point where it's bubbling on my skull and bleeding. Hi, how are you? Blasto or Blast? Sorry. How are you? I have tried to get arrest and charging on police and others for 6 years with 100% proof. Going to the police, being surrounded, hands on guns, OYPRD at the time, Lika a couple times, private prosecution, and being denied, not being able to get medical help no matter what is done to me. Hello, Joe. Or sorry, Josie. I apologize for back in late 2018, early 2019, for to show how all this began. There was human trafficking that was taking place in Napanee out of the Morning Star mission, homeless exploitation, and money laundering and other shit that was happening, and I spoke out about it. August 6th at approximately 3 p.m. 2019, ex-o.p.p chief or commander drove by. Driving a white Jeep Wrangler. He waved at me. It was at the stoplights on Highway 41, Center Street and Bridge Street. A black truck pulled up beside him. They pointed something, shot me with it. It went into my right ear. After that happened, it started to move through my head. I was getting electric shocking, and my skull was even invasively split into sections from the inside after that as well. My mother, she was stalked, tortured, and killed December 20th, 2020. Two of my dogs were also killed as well. I am a 6-year revenge, retaliation, slave traffic, full physical identity theft victim from the police and others is what's happening. And hello, by the way, I'm him. That's a good name. One of the people that's even involved, he was actually posing, doing a kidnapping against an alleged o.p.p cop as well. I was doing a live video and he came on and proceeded to fake a kidnapping torture with another guy that was calling himself an o.p.p cop. And I have 100% proof of that as well too. After I was shot, I now have a tube that's in my throat and I have pictures of it that I have shown on my channel. It goes from my throat to the back of my head to a spot on the back of my head, and I actually get feces and urine torture done to me now as well. I have had body mutilations done to me. When I eat, my food goes to the right side of my body as well. Being seriously mutilated and I am being seriously decayed. My medical rights, my legal rights, and my human rights have been taken from me. This is Ontario, Canada, that this is happening. I am also the end of my bloodline as well. So I just want to say to the police involved, Spencer Mills, 14716, and Robert Kane especially, I hope you're happy with what you've done to me. I hope you're happy with what you've gotten away with, what you will continue to get away with, because you are a very seriously dangerous cop. Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Once again, I don't know if anybody heard me, but every time I usually try to go live, my phone, for some reason, because I have shit on my phone, it heats up on me pretty quickly and my battery is pretty screwed. Every time I try to do a live, it happens to me. So if I have to end up disappearing real quick, I apologize. It's morning where you're at. Whereabouts is that? Wow, it's nighttime here. You can relate. How's that? Oh, yeah, every time I seem to go live, but it's because I also have software and shit being used on my phone, and I know that for a fact. And it's called Pegasus, and what it does, it basically takes control over a person's iOS system on their phone, their camera, their microphone, their videos and pictures, and to basically for illegal surveillance and to copy everything on a person's phone without them possibly knowing about it. And a lot of my videos that I have been trying to get out have also been blocked and shadow banned as well. It is really bad. I've been going through this for 6 years because of me speaking of police crimes and trying to actually save lives from them. So, as a result, I became a very serious torture victim. I was made homeless for an entire year as well. I was made homeless. The where I was living, the place I was living was conveniently bought by a corporation. Come to find out, it was cops involved and others that bought where I was living, and they evicted everybody. So I was made homeless too, also for an entire year where I was living in Kingston, Ontario. I luckily enough had made friends with some good people while I was there, and I know a lot of people think a lot of bad about homeless, but they do take care of each other. So when somebody needs help, sometimes more than what a family member will actually do. But it was also rough at the same time. I made it though. Awesome. Good job. Good for you, man. Not all homeless people are bad people. Not all homeless people are drug users like it's portrayed in what is a lot is showing as well. So they're there because of obviously the money situation, the rent situation, and a lot of bad luck. So that is true. Everybody wants to live their life, live in peace, and that's exactly what I want, but I don't have that option. And I can't even get anybody arrested for what's done to me. I cannot even go to a hospital for no matter what is done to me, no matter what I can show and prove as well. I have been actually fully physically changed. My identity has been, and I 100% can prove it. And this happened to me after I was shot in August of 2019. And this is why I had files falsified against me. No criminal record, no drugs. Those lies and bullshit have been used against me in an attempt to try to turn everything around on me for the crimes that they are guilty of against me. I'm blind. I have been blinded also in my right eye as well. While I'm doing this, I can barely see anything. I'm having a hard time even seeing the screen. I've had serious lung done to me, kidney damages done to me as well. And to the point where I have so much feces and urine that goes through my face and my skull from being tortured to the point where it bubbles up on the back of my head and breaks open and bleeds. It burns and then it will bleed like crazy. My entire skull will completely swell up like a balloon. I also have holes in the back of my head too now that I never had. So a lot of serious stuff has been done to me. Very, very serious. My nephew has even been under death threats as well. And he is not involved with nothing about nothing, but yeah, he's getting threats in an attempt to try to shut me up, is what's happening. One way or another, I am going to get people arrested and I am going to get people charged, and I am not going to pay the $22,000 to get it done, the extortion. And that's actually been for a few years now against me. If I want anybody arrested, I got to pay $22,000 to get it done. And that is no fucking joke, because who I want arrested, that's why. What happened? I'm a human slave traffic, torture victim for 6 years. I have been seriously mutilated, medically blacklisted, fully 100% physically identity has been changed with 100% proof, as crazy as that may sound. I am a torture victim. I am under forcible confinement. I'm under death threats, under beating threats as well. And my phone is starting to burn up. I just got a message, so I got to get off of here, or it's real hot. I'll try to do another live again shortly.